Hello, I'm Daniela, and welcome to the Stitch the Season online workshop. Today we're working on Prompt 2, Preflight. I took this as pre-flight inspection for our journal for Santa's Magical Mission. This is his day planner, everything he'll need to travel across the globe and complete his mission. It's what he needs to do last minute to make sure everything's in order, or maybe one of his elves do it. Well, that's what I used. A little elf with an iPad going over the checklist. I can't wait to show you how I did it. There's also an adjunct video for creating additional Christmas trees if you want to use them in your work. You might use them in some other work besides the journal. So let's get started. So here's our first prompt, our mission objective, which was the naughty and nice list. Now we have to start moving this mission along. So we're going to go right to pre-flight. So pre-flight is the prompt. I'll use this somewhere. And I included on the download a sleigh that you can use in your work if you want. It's just something you can make out of fabric, like an applique or a piecing. And we're going to fill it with gifts, and I'm going to make a gift bag. I want the pre-flight to look like the sleigh and the gifts are being checked to make sure all the final details are done. So I have the template here. I'm going to go through my stash of fabrics, find fabric, and create the shape of the sleigh as well as the gift bag. Now I'm not sure if I'm going to create a landscape. I'm just going to really play around with some fabrics and show you what I come up with before I stitch anything down. I'm not sure if I'm going to have people or elves in this particular scene. I really want the focus to be on the pre-flight. But there's so many variations that you can do for the pre-flight. You can have Santa looking over his notes. You can have mechanics working on the sleigh. And those mechanics would be elves, I would assume. But it's a lot of fun ways to advance the journey from the mission to checking the parts, and then we'll continue on as we go. I'm going to go through my stash, find colors and fabrics and little accessories that I want to use inside the sleigh, and then we'll go from there. So I cut out the sleigh here to use as a template, and I cut the sleigh and the little runner here because I want them in different colors. I found some fabric that I loved that coordinates with my theme, and so I traced the sleigh. You can see it's a little different, but it's more or less a great template for that. And I also put some fusible adhesive on the back to hold it in place. And it also prevents a little bit of fraying because this is such a fine detail. I can just peel that off and use that. So my sleigh is starting to come together. In addition to the sleigh, I want to have a bag over here of supplies, like the gift sack. So I have this print here. I was looking for a dark fabric. It has the tree and the birds, but I'm not so much going for the tree and the birds. But I want to have that sack, that Santa's sack here. So I'm just going to eyeball it, and I want the shape to be rounded, but tapered at the same time. So I'll just fold this in half, and I want the sack to be fairly large because I want it to look like it's full of gifts. So that's pretty good. It might be a little bigger than I need, but it's a good starting point for me. I'll cut this to size. So I have a very large sack here. This is a great start, but I also want the sack to be pleated so it looks like it's really filled with things. So I like that effect. I can stitch around the edge and have the pleats. I also have a little piece of batting here. I want the batting to be considerably smaller than the sack. So I'll fold this in half to get the size that I want, and then just fold this in half roughly. And you can see how much smaller the batting is than the actual sack. I'll cut this and now I'm just eyeballing it. I don't like writing on the batting. It doesn't take writing very well. And so I have the shape on one side, and that's what I like. I'm also going to trim it down because I don't want any of this batting to peek out when I actually sew it down. So that's pretty good. I'll fold it in half, actually less than half, So this will be the size approximately of the sack when it's put down. I can add the pleats, stitch a couple of pleats in, and play with it to get the actual sack. And I can pull this here for Santa's gift bag here and maybe have a tie. I think that's cute. So now I have the beginnings of my prompt. There are some things I want to add to it. I want a background, not a serious background, but just a background. So I'll remove this and I'll show you what I found in my supplies. I found this beautiful mesh. It's metallic and it kind of reminds me of snow or ice. So that's going to go in the background here. I'm just going to stitch it down just lightly all the way around. And I don't need to have this piece, my first page, for working. I just need this. So I will cut this to size and stitch it down. And then I wanted just to have like something indicative of lots of snow at the North Pole. So I have this piece of just white fabric. And I can stitch this down. This kind of gives like the hillside. And now if I was to grab my sleigh, just want to make sure it kind of stays on one side with the fold. And the sack over here, I can put these down. And then I can start adding all the different touches. I want this sleigh to be full of gifts. And I want the sack to be overflowing with gifts. So the first thing I want to add is a Christmas tree. I have a video showing how I painted these little trees. Very simple video, but I wanted one in a custom color, this pink, so it coordinates with my book. This is just a little wooden shape, and I can really play around with how I want that. I love how it's poking out of the sleigh. If you use different colors, just use different colors paint. You could also find a little stuffed ornament if you want to stick to fabric. Just make a little cut in the back and remove the stuffing. And you can have this as your tree as well. Now I want to fill it with gifts. I can even have the tree kind of coming out slightly. And I made these little squares of fabric. I put a little interfacing on the back, a little fleece just to give it some height. And I can play around with adding, using the colors of my scheme, adding some presents. And I'm going to stitch ribbon. And I'll do the same thing coming out of the sack here. Now, one thing I wanted to do was kind of ground this piece. So I have this white velvet ribbon, which I love, and I can use that on the bottom. But the white and the white, it was just too much for me. So I went through my stash and found this off-white ribbon. It's got a little texture, and I like that. Kind of reminds me of tracks in the snow. So I'll adjust everything accordingly. For this, I can even move it up and down if I wanted, and I'll put the sack right on so it looks like it's on the ground. And the same thing with the sleigh. The one more thing I wanted to add was a little elf, somebody doing the pre-flight inspection. I have the tag, I'll put that somewhere on the page, but I have a little elf here. Now this came from a set right here, mini decorations. They're 3 in a bag. And I took the elf out, but I wanted to change it up a little bit. I removed this little scarf and added a scarf just with some velvet ribbon. And I added a heart instead of that green button. You could really go to town and personalize it further. But I like how this is coming along. I'm starting to actually see a pre-flight check. So I'm just going to stitch these things down. And we'll come back and look at anything we might want to add. I'm also going to add a little tie here for this great big sack for Santa. So I completed stitching everything down and I'm quite happy with it. I wound up tucking this little netting over the sides and just stitching it down, little tack stitches here and there. I think it looks like ice. It's kind of a fun background color. I wanted to show you some things I did. I added a little star charm to the top of the tree, filled the sleigh with presents. I made this little bag here and I stuffed it with just some excess batting just to make it look like it's really full with the presents overflowing. And then I took the little elf, changed him up a little and gave him a little iPad here that I just glued to him. Now I made the iPad by taking a piece of scrapbook paper, just like this, that has the snowflakes on it to look like the illuminated screen. And then I had this piece of fake leather, and I'm going to use this in the next prompt as well. But it gave me the little iPad background, so I'm really pleased with that. For the elf, I took a package of the elves, and I just took one of them, and I changed them up a little. I was considering making striped tights, but I decided I'd leave it just like it is here. Then I was thinking I wanted to add one more thing. I know when I fold this page over, I was very careful to make sure the crease didn't coincide with something that would be a problem, like the bag. And it worked out well. You can see my crease. I found these beautiful textured textile stickers. I think these were at Hobby Lobby. And so I want to take one. They're very, very sticky back. And just tuck it in the bag here. And if I need to, I'll tack it down with a few stitches. But I think that looks adorable. I was also considering using the gingerbread man somehow, but I think I should have layered him more appropriately. Maybe I'll cut around him and put him there somewhere. Or save him for another prompt. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll save him for another prompt. So this is my pre-flight page. The next page that we'll work on is protective gear. So that's prompt 2, pages 2 and 3 of this Santa's Magical Mission online workshop. I love how this is coming along. It's so festive and fun. Brings me back to my childhood. I love it, and I hope you're enjoying it too. I hope you post your work on our Facebook group, Stitch Season 2024, and I hope you're enjoying this series. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe. Thanks for joining me today.